Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Anne-Marie and we are looking at combining cards, and our combination card for tonight is keeping the Major Arcana card and looking at what happens when we move another card next to it. I'm here to give you as much information as I can to help you on your journey with tarot with our community here. Maybe you're a complete beginner, maybe you're curious, you haven't got started yet, or maybe you like having readings, you'd like to do it, or you are somebody that has plenty to share with, and we've all got something to learn. Let's have a look at the Emperor and some combination cards. When it comes to working out how do I get timing tarot, there's a good one. We'll be doing something like that soon. How do you get timing? The swords come up in the timing position. There isn't any timing. So you then have to start scootling into your actual positions in your spread to find out more about where you can find that timing. So the Emperor and the Five of Swords. Let's do a question and say that we have somebody and they are our client or the querent, and we are being asked about their career, and they're saying, what do you see for me career-wise? Been having a bit of a miserable time of it, not sure what I want to do. What do the cards say? And you see this combination come up. The Emperor shows that they are very grounded, very logical as a person, but the Five of Swords is the energy that's going on mentally. So this is the inner thoughts, the little sort of mind wearing away, going, oh, you don't know what to do, and you should this, and so that, and I'm not very happy. In fact, I think they're all a bit cliquey, and I think they're all a bit bullying, and I think there's a ringleader. The Five of Swords is always a feeling that we are in conflict, either with communication with others and with ourselves. What we've got here is the Emperor's a card of self-discipline. So if we look at that, and we've got the Five of Swords, it's showing that the mental discipline has probably gone a little bit, struggling to feel in control of their own thoughts. And probably because of that, as a result, they're not making much sense to people. And they're probably misinterpreting what other people are doing. And people say, oh, this is bullying. Hold on. Yeah, it may be, but maybe you're bullying yourself. So it depends where it is in the spread. So we're going to assume this is in their own position, and we are going to assume they're asking about work. It can mean that you need to get grip, you need to get control, you need to watch how you're talking to others, that people are talking behind your back, that's what you're thinking. But are they really? You'd only know that if you actually looked in the position of the other person. So let's just assume that it would be a complete different story if we were looking at the influences of the other person, and we'd be going, they're a bit controlling, and yes, they are probably in a bit of a clique, and they are in a little pack and or gossiping. Five of Swords is gossiping, but if it's come up in the self, it might be you that's the gossip. It might be you that's actually not really controlling things. And what's that got to do with work? It's not helping, is it? It's your mindset. Your mindset's all over the place. That's what it would mean if it was in connection with work. It means you need to get in control of your mind, get past your mental battles and your struggles. Anything that's temporary in the mind, let your thoughts roll. Never feel, oh, that's it, I'm stuck, because you're not. Hi, Carla. Using the Emperor, how would you read this in a situation? If Ellie's husband doesn't want to move home, Ellie does wish to move. She's found a house. Great question, Carla. We've got the Emperor, and what you're saying is Ellie's found a house, and she wants to move, but the husband doesn't want to, even though it's a perfect home. So let's look at this pair. In this scenario, if the Emperor comes up, it means somebody's being logical. And with the Five of Swords here, it means that there's a mock battle. They're not communicating. They're not really saying what they mean. And perhaps it could be that Ellie wants to move and husband's saying he doesn't. He probably does want to, but there's reasons why. Maybe the timing, I'd read it as that. This is not the right time. There's never a right time, but there can be a wrong time. That's how I would answer it if it came up with this combination. If it was this combination, Carla, where we've got the Emperor there and the Six of Swords, if you got that combination, it would be about the fact that despite the troubled times that they're having in their communication, and I would say that somebody's being a little assertive here and a little logical, and it's all to do. The Emperor itself is very logical. So there's no real emotions that we're looking at in this combination pair here. Emotions are not there. There's no cups. And that's how you know. So with the suit we've got here, this is about their communication as individuals, their communication with each other. And it's showing in this pair, Carla, that the Six of Swords would say, despite difficult times, it looks here as if they're making progress. And that progress has probably been caused by maybe a third party coming along, because Six of Swords, the ferryman, that person got you out of a difficult scenario, a place you didn't want to be, a woman comfortable in this party, want to go. And you grab a taxi, and you may think that I made the call, yes, but it relied upon a little bit of something from someone else that helped you make that journey, no matter how small, i.e. the ferryman, the taxi driver. It may be irrelevant, but it's about the fact that you recognize that you can't do everything yourself and that you may need that tiny bit of help, even if it's in your journey to actually grab a cab or a bus or a train, something like that. And it's because you thought about it and what your options were and what you could do. Who can I call? What can I do? I can call a cab. I can actually get on a train. I can get a tube. I could get my friend to drive me. They don't need to know what's going on. So why is all this coming up? Because it's helping you understand much more about how to fuse pairs and your cards as individuals. The Six of Swords. People go, oh, it's progress after difficult times. Yeah, it is. But there's more to it than that. So you're in a place, as in here, Carla, of saying that this would be a situation where they are going to be able to look at their options, and land is in sight, so they look as if they're on smooth, calm waters, and with a little help, whatever that is. And that can be knowledge. Sometimes it's about asking somebody the answer. What do you think? And somebody says something, and it just inspires you to go, never thought of it like that. Not at all, you know? And yeah, it's like sometimes people say, gosh, why are you so positive? Why wouldn't I be? As in, I've got a choice, haven't I? You can choose to be down in the dumps, which we all can be and are. I'm not exceptional. But I work very hard. I do a lot of work to make sure that I am very grateful for the things that I have in my life. It's raining, it's miserable, it's grey, it's short days. I'm not keen on the winter, never have been, probably never will be. And yeah, it affects me. I'm a sensitive, I'm a psychic, of course. It has that kind of ooh energy. But I can choose to look at it as good or bad. I think we've got the lovely Zoe joining us. So here she is. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks to you.
Good. How's the arm?
You
How?
still have the plaster
Of
on, but
course.
it's better.
Oh, bless you. Mindset. We were just talking about mindset. Ah, absolutely. Carla's just asked us a question, but it helped to get a full reading. Of course. And the reason, not because we're looking to turn around and say you have to have a reading, but yes, it would. If somebody's actually got something going on, like your friend Ellie, maybe some impartial advice. I think that's a great idea. See, the blue means something. So in our Six of Swords there, got the blue. Any colours standing out in that combination, either the Emperor or the Six of Swords, that you'd go, that's popping at me right now?
The red ones.
So lovely red there. Any ideas what that might, when you think of red, is it a positive feeling?
Often when I say red is the anger or romance. It depends on the kind of red.
So Sometimes it might be, what, confidence, yeah, passion. And what would a red light mean?
Stop.
Yep, or danger. Because the emperor, bit formidable, he's used to actually saying, I'm going to make some impartial decisions and I'm probably not going to be popular. Let's move this along. Emotions, nearly there. Let's say that our work question again is there. I'm going to say it's a work question. Same sort of person is asking, come on then, things have not been going great for me at work. What do you see in the cards for me? And the Emperor and the Ace of Cups shows up. So even if you knew nothing about tarot, yeah, looking at that pair, what do you feel? Don't worry about the meaning. What do you feel?
He seems very serious the way he looks.
Dead right. Really, it's I see you, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. Bit stern, nowhere to hide, making us go, oh gosh, I better sit up and not be sloppy and pay attention. And gosh, he's got some power here, which is what we want. We don't want a wish-washy sort of leader. Yeah. So if this person was, say, on me, the Emperor means they really are pretty good at what they do. They're capable of leading. Ace of Cups, of course, combining with that is, there's nothing horrible about the Ace of Cups, is there? It's all lovely. So Ace of Cups is, it's what they want. It's what they're wishing for. They've been given a gift. It's, here you are. I'm going to give you what you want. Does that make sense when you look at the card? Yeah? If you want to lead and you want it enough, you can have it. So that's what it means. And people go, oh, it's new love. It's new love. The question wasn't about romance. That's what we've got to be careful of. And sometimes people say, oh, but I must tell you, there's a new love coming in. No, that would be the fool, not the emperor. New, beginning, somebody you've never met. And it would be in other people, the position of other people. It's David, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's so lovely to have both of you. Can you see that picture on the screen there, both of you? Yeah,
I
we've
have
got
this
that.
in my hand. So
Oh, wow, she's got the emperor already. Yay! Does that remind you of the emperor? Zoe, do you think of your dad as the emperor?
No, because he doesn't have any beard.
I see a beard there. Father figure. It's also an aspect of a female. It's her logical side. It's about being dad. Is the buck's got to stop with a little bit of, there's got to be a routine. You might be unpopular. And we can't do that. We can't afford it. I'm sorry, I've got to work, whatever. No, you can't have what you want, all that. And it can make you unpopular. And it's not an easy place to be, is it? Being a dad. Yeah, always going, oh, I'm the bad guy.
She's feeling it, especially this week.
Oh.
Marie's got COVID, so I'm staying with Zoe.
Help me.
So there's been a few rules and regulations in her flat.
For you.
This is why I don't have any roommates.
Oh my gosh. How's that? Oh gosh. That's really something, isn't it, for both of you? I know look, we can all love each other, but practicalities and the way in which we actually run our own routine can vary from person to person. It's not easy to be compatible on the same wavelength. You can do it as a visitor. It's like when friends go on holiday, isn't it? You're best of friends, and then you go on holiday and you go, what? What happened? Yeah. Oh, well done. Using logic and love. So maybe this is you're celebrating. Our very best wishes to Marie. I hope she's not feeling too poorly.
No, it's just like a cold for her at the moment, and it's getting better. Of course,
Hopefully you can move out soon.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll be back by the end of the week, by the weekend.
I hope that I wish you better. Gosh, you've been challenged, aren't you? Broken arm, and it's that time of year. My lovely dad, I spoke to him last night. 86 years, bless him. Lovely Libra, my dad Frank. It's been challenging in our household, the problems of aging and what it does. And he had a fall the other day. And I said, Dad,
Oh dear.
where did you fall? And he said, I'm really feeling a little bit down. And I'm talking about dads because the Emperor is the daddy of the tarot. And the Three of Cups is we are blessed and joyful for father figures in our life, even if it's ourselves that's a father figure. So my dad said to me, yeah, I fell outside. And I was like, oh, Dad. In the middle of Yorkshire in December, he's outside, 86. My mum's sort of in a nursing home at the moment. And I said, how did that happen? And he went, you won't believe me, Anne-Marie, but he was laughing and saying that he was inspired to get a spurt on. I said, what, in the ice? And he said, yes. And he went, yeah, and that was it. So my poor old dad, yeah. So we're all in a bit of the wars. At 86, I think that's wonderful that his mindset, I know it didn't pay off, but it's nice that he felt it. It's nice that the capacity is still there. He said, spits and spots, his bruises, he'll mend. So yeah, card of celebration, Three of Cups, absolutely lovely. It's celebrating the great things in life, and it's like our fathers are important, the direction that we have, as in of leaders in our life, people that have inspired us. But it's also a case of this person, if it's that person that's going for a job, it would be about the fact they make a good leader and they're joyful. Yeah, they're good company. They make people feel special. It's good times. There's a lot going on here that's very positive with this pair. The Emperor and the Six of Cups, they see what looks like two children. And those children are looking, there's the lovely house behind them. Does anybody know what a house might represent? I'm asking people that are watching, yeah? Zoe, you're nodding, yeah? Do you know what it might mean in this context?
No, I don't think.
No worries. Security, yeah? A house represents security. But if you look at those two children, children are very innocent and they can fall out and they can make up very easily. So the Six of Cups is a card of actually where people want to say sorry. So there may be an apology. If there's been a bit of an argy-bargy, somebody's going to say they're sorry. Somebody's going to remember that you're a good leader. Somebody's going to see that somebody had to be the bad guy and they don't want to fall out with you. And this is a peace offering. Can you see that gesture of flowers? It's a bit like, sorry. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's sorry to the person because we said this is the person that's asking about themselves. I'm a bit unsettled at work, we said was the question. What do you see for me? And I see you're a good leader. I see that you're very thoughtful. I see that sometimes you're unpopular because you've got to be the person that makes tough decisions. And the people think that it's all very easy for you and you're a bit stern and that you look people in the eye and you're a bit formidable. But deep down, you're very fair. And there's a great history of that with you because the Six of Cups goes back. It's showing when they were a child. And what it's saying is there's the goodness of a child, but it's trying to show you it goes back a long time. Does that make sense? It's like when you watch something, dramas now, films even, they jump back, don't they? And you go, what's going on? And it's only when you see that they change their hair that you're actually going, this has gone back. That's really what's going on with the Six of Cups. It's going back to good deeds and it's happy. There's nothing miserable there. So what it's saying is people feel very secure around you. Not only do they like you and find you very fair. Now we've got a comment coming in here. She's right. Passionate Saji is saying, yeah, it represents past times. It does. It's a card of what's gone on in the past. It's not about today. It's today plus how we got here, where this came from. And it's gentle, it's innocent. The white in the flowers is purity, innocence. It's a really nice pastimes. It's got a history to it. It's saying that the emperor is logical and he is in touch with his inner child side as well, because we've got the children in the picture. So that stern, sort of formidable chap sitting on his throne, yeah, he's definitely somebody that can actually have a balance between being very thoughtful and, yeah, he is very innocent at times, but he's also quite happy to lead and take responsibility. And if he's unpopular, he'll get over it. He'll get over it. That's what this pair means. So if this person was saying, so do you think I'm getting a new job? Do you think there's anything in what I've said there that says a new job? It's really almost saying, you know what? Think about what you've got at the moment. Yeah, really? You might make up. It's not saying you'd be sorry. It might be. But there's nothing there that suggests to me that they'd go full belt for another job. Yeah? Let's do a couple more and then we're done. The Emperor can be a card of being self-employed and being the boss. Ace of Wands is a new job offer, new action. So it's not about emotions, this is action. So there's a possibility of new beginnings. I don't know if you can see my Ace of Wands on the screen there again. Yeah? And so those sprouting leaves are multiple opportunities. The green that we see that's grounded, as in the background there, is saying the universe is supporting us. Green is a colour of the universe loving us and showing us universal love and support. But what does that mean with the Ace of Wands? It means that, you know what, if you do your bit and you're logical and you've took action, why not? We'll help you because you know what you want. So there's a lot of clarity here. That's a really nice one. And someone could actually turn around and actually even suggest that in their thinking, hang on a minute, does it mean I might go for a new job? Remember boss man and enterprises and taking responsibility. Sometimes people find it very hard to actually fit in when they've got all those skills with being in a team and not being the leader and going, I don't think it's going to happen because I haven't got the qualifications. So that can inspire them to actually go, do you know what? I might set something up on my own where it fulfills that ambition. So it can be a combination of, yes, new job, yes, new actions, but it can be new enterprises, new projects. It could be, I'm setting up a Facebook group, I'm setting up a little sort of enterprise, as in to help people, to teach people, to lead people. Yep. Lovely. Anne's giving us this potential management role. Spot on. Absolutely. Passionate Saji, how would you combine the Emperor with the Devil? Well, sorry about this. I can answer it, but the reason you're not going to see me doing that fusion is I combine a major arcana with a minor arcana always. So for every question, I will shuffle the major arcana deck and the minor arcana deck. Therefore, instead of pulling a card, the fusion is, instead of it just being, oh, hi, Anne, I think you're a bit bossy, or I think you're a leader, because you've got nothing else other than one card. So when you're using the major arcana is what's going on, who, what, where, when, and the minor arcana fused into the major card is actually telling what's going on with that situation. So what's going on with the Emperor? He's been offered a new opportunity, yeah? But in answer to your question, if you got the Emperor and the Devil, I would say there's the temptation here for somebody to be too logical. The temptation is coming from the Devil. The logic is coming from the Emperor. Controlling, very much, because the Emperor is a card of control. And the Devil, despite the fact that it can be card of temptation and addictions. It's also, it can be in its dark side, it can be that we can puppeteer people and control them and manipulate them. So if you got that as a whammy, I'd go, I don't think you're going to win the war with this person. Whatever their actions are, they are definitely in charge. And you know what? They're probably very formidable. And there's probably a temptation here to actually take charge and take the lead all the time just because they can. Yeah. But just in case you want a PDF, as in worksheets with a lot of the highlights of what's on a card, if you really like the fact that you want to know the symbology, the colors, the planets, the astrological sign, the timing. I don't do reverse cards, and I have included that a tiny bit up there for people that like reverse cards. There's a PDF that you can actually, from the website there on the left, tarotwithhenry.com, if you want. Zoe, because you're such a darling and you've given us your time, I'll send you this PDF because you have really been wonderful coming in and helping us. And Anne, passionate Saji, I'm going to send you one too. So if you can actually just send me an email, and normally for self people, but it's Christmas. So Zoe, my thanks to you. I can at least send you a little PDF and you can have a little look at that. You don't need to download it onto paper, as in you can have it on your phone and just flick through and just look at things. It's a really nice, concise one. And if passionate Saji, if you write to me at hello@tarotwithhenry.com, just send me an email as in, and I'll get it. I'm also going to give one of those away to Sherry Bivens. She's followed me for a very long time, and I am truly grateful. It's a small token towards the end of the year to say, I think it's about 2 years now, isn't it, Sherry? So, you know, yeah, we'll get your course back on there for you, but we'll also give you a PDF. That's Sherry, Zoe, and passionate Sachi. A great thanks to you, Zoe, tonight. Thank you so much. And how lovely that we saw you. You are looking well. I know you've been poorly on top of breaking your arm. It's not been easy. Mum's poorly. That's not
Yeah.
easy. And Dad's with you. Lovely Dad. But as much as we love people, it's not easy. We totally understand that. No, but you've probably been just like that combination earlier on, very loving to each other. And he's your dad, and you're his baby girl. You always will be. Yeah. And there's a lot of love there. So you've got to be logical and go, you know what? We have to get on with that, despite the fact that, crikey, she said, I can totally understand that. David, thank you very much for coming on and saying hi. Passionate Saji. Carla's saying thanks. Wonderful to see you all.